Hey, hey everyone, James Sierra here with missionfulfillment.com. And in this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about my experience at the first Traffic and Conversion Summit, which I went in San Diego for 2019. And basically, what this summit really consists of is basically for marketers and entrepreneurs, especially in the digital world, all get together in San Diego on an annual basis. And basically, what we do is we share ideas, we share experiences, we share best practices. It's a great place to network, but most of all, it is a conference. It is a seminar as well, and there was some very, very fabulous presenters there, some very fabulous speakers that presented that as well. Some big names like Joe Polish, Richard Branson, Brendan Bouchard, Dean Graziosi. Of course, it was hosted by Digital Marketer, where Ryan Deiss obviously was pretty much the main person who was running the whole entire event. And I actually got a chance to see Ryan Deiss speak for the first time as well. And he was absolutely phenomenal. I really, really was very impressed by Ryan. But basically, overall, my experiences as far as the Traffic Conversion Summit was absolutely excellent. I really, really got so much content out of it, and I'm really looking forward to actually going again next year. I am very, very grateful that I had the opportunity to go this time. I was actually on the fence late last year about going, and honestly, it was the best decision that I actually made. I went with one of my fellow masterminders, Andrew Murdoch from Blue Collar and Rich, as well as Hadira Hashgraph, and so we actually stayed together at an Airbnb, and then. As far as the event is concerned, it was definitely a little different from all the other seminars and all the other conferences that I was going on, because there were different speakers and different sessions going on at the same time. And so basically what Andrew and I did is we actually split up for the entire day, took notes at each of the sessions we were at, and then obviously compared and shared notes with each other as well. And overall, I mean, like I said, there were 73 conferences, so 73 sessions, 73 presentations, and so obviously I was not going to get into 73 presentations in a 3-day period. There's no question about that, unless I was going to be cloned or something like that. But overall, I mean, I had, there were 8 sessions, 8 different time slots a day, and then for Monday and Tuesday, and then the last day on Wednesday, there were 7 sessions. It ended probably, I think, about an hour earlier on Wednesday. Overall, I got to 22 sessions. I took a break on the last day on Wednesday, so I ended up only going to 6 sessions instead of 7 sessions. But overall, there were 5,000 people there, and the Marriott was the venue that we were having it. It's a Marriott Marquis on Harbor Drive in San Diego, and overall, the hotel is enormous. It's beautiful. It's such a it was such a great venue to have it. The only thing is, I think the event itself actually outgrew it. And one of the great things I did hear about the event is that next year, I guess there's a convention center in San Diego right next to the Marriott Hotel, that's actually going to be the Traffic and Conversion Summit in 2020. And the other good news is that there is actually, instead of having one for the entire year, there's actually going to be broken up into 3, I believe, for 2020 as well. There's going to be one held at the East Coast, one held in, I believe it's in Europe or Asia. I can't exactly remember. And then, of course, the other one will still be in San Diego. And I think I'll probably, at least for next year, I mean, anything can happen between now and in 2020. I will probably end up going back to San Diego, for my second traffic and conversion summit. But anybody who is an entrepreneur, anybody who's into marketing, anybody who's in social media, anybody who's basically online and doing online marketing and has their business online, I highly, highly suggest and recommend that you attend this session because it is, like I said, it is extremely informative. There's some great vendors that were there, some great kiosks that were there too. I can't remember specifically all of them, but some of them I kind of looked at was, a company that would do some blog posting, a company that obviously would do web design, and then there was a publishing company there as well for anybody who's actually into the book publishing. There was a publishing consultation services that were there too that would help you publish your book and launch your book as well. So, I mean, there was a great deal of traffic there. 5,000 people. It just definitely such a great turnout to have. The only thing that I think that didn't turn out as well, and the only drawback in which they're already going to fix for next year is just the 5,000 people inside the Marriott. I mean, the Marriott is enormous, but it definitely was a little too much to handle the crowd that was there. Obviously, the only thing I really could have done a little bit better was prepare for the day. Like I said, anytime you go to a seminar, anytime that you go to a 2, 3-day, 4-day, 5-day seminar, you always want to make sure you're prepared because it's going to be a fun and fulfilling day. There's no question about it, but it's going to be a very active day, and you're definitely going to use a lot of energy, especially as far as note taking, especially as far as networking and and talking to others, getting to know other people. So that's the thing you got to make sure you do is prepare. Whether I don't know what that is. Usually for me, I think I would have had a much bigger breakfasts to start out the day, maybe snack up throughout the day. And I think I did a pretty good job with that, making sure that I packed some apples, packed some bananas, and packed some granola bars because that's something you're definitely going to do. There were a couple of lunch places. At the summit. One obviously was a takeout, but there was just absolutely no way you were going to get to all the venues, everything you wanted to see, and trying to get some food as well because the lines were just too long. I mean, some of them were an hour wait, and then there was a restaurant too. I mean, obviously the cost of going to a restaurant and sitting down and eating was the backlash that you were going to miss some sessions as well. But overall, like I said, I got to 8 sessions on Monday, 8 sessions on Tuesday. One of the great things about this is that they provided us with an app right here, the TNC Summit right here, and basically it was, give you the venue, gave you my pass right here to get in. And then the great thing, they give you a map of the location of San Diego. And this was the hotel map here where all the different conference rooms were. Like I said, the Marriott was enormous. They had a north end, they had a south end of the building. They had about 3 floors of ballrooms and conference rooms and everything that you could possibly imagine to get to make this event as such a success it was. Overall, and then the great thing about it is that you had an agenda right here too, and you had all sessions here. But what Andrew and I did is that we sat down. Believe on Sunday we decided to sit down and just map out everything we wanted to see for the entire 3 days. And so we did that. And once you hit the star button, it'll automatically give you the sessions that you wanted to see. So sorry about that. But here's all the sessions. So basically I'll go back here. It hits all sessions, gives you all the available talks. And if you hit the star key over here, then you're basically showing that that's the interest you want to go. So I picked one for every time slot, which was for 45 minutes. And so then obviously it cued me to everywhere I needed to go. Say for Monday, first thing on Monday was the opening keynote with Ryan Dice, so the CEO of Digital Marketer. And then then they went for every 45 minutes. I saw Russ Henneberry from Modern Publisher. Basically, are you selling information? 4-step audience accession ladder to explode your sales. And pretty much, let me see here. I just wanted to pick out some very highlights that I really got a opportunity to see. I saw some really decent ones throughout the Monday morning and mid afternoon, but I think late afternoon is where things really started to take off for me as far as presenters, as far as where I wanted to, where I really needed to. Were specifically geared towards me, where I really speakers that I really wanted to see, but also something that obviously I can gain a lot of value from. Listening to these guys and taking great notes, and which I did. One of them was making your wisdom go viral with Jay Shetty and Brendan Bouchard. I got an opportunity to see that, and Jay was absolutely phenomenal. And he's got about 1.8 million subscribers up on YouTube. He might be at 2 million now as we speak. And he's a great storyteller on YouTube. I'm not overly familiar with his work, but basically the subject was making your information go viral, and not that so interested in having my recordings go viral, but as far as creating good quality content, what is needed to go viral, making sure that you're truly authentic with yourself, and when you do produce content, produce videos, and produce material out there, you really want to create that vulnerability, authenticity, and add value to others. I mean, I think those are the three main core elements. And I got some great notes from it, and I definitely will take some time to share that with you guys as well. Another one that I really found very invaluable is build an evergreen sales system with YouTube from Sunny Lenadosi. And she's actually a phenomenal presenter, phenomenal entrepreneur who's actually has a YouTube channel that's basically strictly helping others create their own YouTube channel, creating their own online businesses, maximizing the opportunities that Instagram has to offer or any other social media platform. And basically what she really talked about was, how everything really revolves around YouTube for the internet entrepreneur. Just basically we have all our outlets, especially in the digital marketing and lead generation, but everything really, really, truly revolves around YouTube and creating outstanding content on YouTube. And then Victoria Grace also was another presenter, and she actually talked about producing high engagement, high productivity value on a very shoestring budget, on a very low budget. And what she basically really taught was not specifically the marketing, but the actual making of the videos, as far as the lighting, as far as the use of microphones, as far as the camera, the cameras, like you could simply use your iPhone camera, and she gave us some great app suggestions for us to download. And I'll definitely share that with you guys as well. That can maximize your productivity on YouTube. And then the last speaker on Monday was actually Richard Branson, and this was probably the biggest, the biggest part, the biggest highlight of the event was actually to have Richard Branson speak at the Traffic and Conversion Summit, and he was actually interviewed from Roland Frasier of War Room Mastermind, and I actually went to the War Room Mastermind presentation, which was on Tuesday morning as well, that was presented by Dean Graziosi, and talks about the power of having a mastermind group. And I think this is so critical for anyone, pretty much anyone in general. But basically, if you're starting out with online marketing, and have an online business, it's always great to have a mastermind. They keep you on course, they keep you accountable, and they keep you motivated, especially during the tough and trying times, when people are trying to start their own business, trying to start their own side hustle. It's just to have that group that's going to continue to support you and encourage you, and give you the tool, and help you with something that they might be strong at, that you might need development at. They can definitely share that with you, help you get stronger, help you get better. And then whatever strengths that you have and whatever, you bring to the table, you can definitely share your best practices and help their business grow as well. So, like I said, I highly, highly suggest everyone looking into a mastermind group. I mean, I did it about a year and a half ago, and I paid $5,000 into it, and it's the best $5,000 I have ever spent, because it keeps me, online. It keeps me constantly in never-ending improvement. So basically, it gives me something that I'm always striving to improve upon, and always getting better at doing what we're doing. Because basically, life does not stand still. We're either growing or dying. We're never, never standing still. If you think you're at the same plateau all the time, guess what? You're really going downhill. And that's a scary thing, because all of us have really, really have got to stay on the top of our games, continue to move forward, and continue to strive for excellence, especially in a changing world where we're living in now. But Dean Graziosi was pretty much the highlight of the second day that I was at the Traffic and Conversion Summit. He actually I got the chance to hear him speak with Brian Dice. And also, I saw him present alone. I believe, let me see what his topic was: 7 steps successful, how I generated over $1 billion with my brands and company. Excellent, excellent presentation. And he was definitely one of the other speakers that I was most incredibly impressed with. I have heard of Dean Graziosi before. I think I was introduced to him probably about 2016 or early 2017 about his work. And I know he primarily focuses into real estate, but he is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, he's got a lot to share. He's just a very, very generous and caring and loving human being. And like I said, I really, really look forward to continuing to share his, learn from him, watch his content. And actually, I got his book, $1 Million Success Habits. I actually have that coming to me. So I can't wait to get a hold of that book, and I can't wait to read that, because, like I said, I think he's somebody that I'm going to continue to follow going forward. Who else did I get to see? I saw Roland Frasier one more time for War Room Mastermind. And like I said, War Room Mastermind was pretty much one of the biggest sponsors at this Traffic and Conversion Summit, and obviously trying to recruit people to join their mastermind as well. Brenda Bouchard spoke again about why starting late can be an advantage for influencers. And he actually brought on Rachel Hollis' husband. And please, I forgot his name. I think it's Keith or Kevin Hollis. I apologize for that. And talks about him and his career and how he got involved into the self-development business as well. Usually very inspired by his wife, Rachel Hollis, who actually just donned the cover of the latest issue of Success magazine. And she was the last speaker that I saw on Tuesday as well. And basically, her subject matter was 5 things I wish I would have known 8 years ago. Phenomenal speaker. I actually, very rare that you see somebody as true and as authentic as Rachel Hollis. I mean, she really bought her A game. And I really, really, truly enjoyed her speech and basically talking about the authenticity that she offers. She talked about how she had a picture on Instagram go viral. It was actually a picture that was supposed to be a perfect picture because she was in the best shape of her life after running a marathon, and she ended up getting her stretch marks. And then she actually posted her stretch marks, and she actually that picture alone went viral, and just absolutely, truly an inspiring person to hear from. And I really, like I said, got so much material from her, and I got so much listening to her and understanding what it really takes to be very successful in the self-development industry. So truly loved Rachel Hollis. On the third day and the last day, I saw Sally Hogshead, who basically the 5,000 word opening keynote. Basically, what she was about is separating yourself, creating a unique identity online, creating a unique identity on YouTube and in your business as well. And I actually found it very profound as well because we did an exercise of basically of how we're different from each other, and I'll definitely share that with you guys as well. And I really found what my differences was is that mainly my core element is passion, and I found that to be very profound as well, and I found that to be very gratifying as well. That one of the biggest things that I bring to the table is actually passion for what I love, passion for what I believe in, and that to me really kind of really resonated with me. The other great speaker that I actually saw, and it was that same morning, was Frank Kern, who basically talked about growing his net revenue by 425% using social media. And he was another outstanding speaker. And then I saw Roland Frasier again achieving unicorn growth, 5 rapid customer acquisitions as well. And then pretty much actually did not. I saw Kim Walsh Phillips, who basically she talked about building webinars, trying to build successful webinars as well. And pretty much that was pretty much it. Ryan Dice pretty much closed the session on Wednesday. And like I said, it was overall, I found it a very special event. I mean, San Diego is a very special place too. If any of you guys have not got an opportunity to visit San Diego, I really would highly recommend it. Right by the ocean as well. Got a chance to drive to La Jolla Cove and got to see some seals along the beach, and probably the most beautiful sunset in the world, right in La Jolla as well. So if you want to see some of those pictures, definitely check out my Instagram at JE Sierra. I actually posted a mini video of the sunset happening at La Jolla, as well as a couple photos. So definitely, you want to check that out. And like I said, if you get an opportunity to, number one, go to San Diego, and number two, definitely attend this summit, because you'll be very thankful that you did. And in the meantime, what I will do every bit I can is I'll share some of the notes on my blog that I did get from the Traffic Conversion Summit that'll help you and assist you. And then certainly, if you guys have any questions on this, definitely get a hold of me. So the other thing that too, they gave you the option, and I don't want to leave this out, because there were 73 presentations overall, and of course I only got to 22, is that they offer the live recordings of each of the sessions, and as well as the notes as well from each of the sessions, that I can certainly go back and listen to some of the presentations that I did not get the opportunity to go to. I can go back and listen to them. And that was $300. That was only $300. I think it's a worthwhile investment. certainly you got just pay an additional $300 to see, but the difference between 73 and 23. So 50 presentations you get for $300. I mean, that to me, it pays itself. I think it's not even, it's less than $2 a presentation. So anyways, guys, I want to thank you for watching. Please, any questions that you might have about the Traffic Conversion Summit that I did not cover here, please leave a comment below, and I'll be more than happy to get back to you regarding it. So once again, thank you for watching. If you want to see more of my videos, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell if you want to be notified for any of my future videos. Okay, thank you guys again, and take care. Bye-bye.